A heated rivalry. We'll see the Chicago Cubs as they play against the Chicago White Sox. You're watching 2K Sports.
They love being here, and they're ready to cheer. Over 40,000 in their seats. And we'll see the Chicago White Sox playing to an eager home crowd today. Thank you for being with us. 2K Sports brings you Major League Baseball live this Saturday afternoon. Thorne, Phillips, and Kruk. Starting pitcher John Danks. As he gets going against these Cub hitters, what's in store?
Oh, sending a good lefty to the mound in this ball game here, but this is a great lineup, a lineup that can really beat up even some of the best pitchers in the game. So he's going to have to be on top of his game in order to do it and rely upon that movement on his pitches.
Presented by Pepsi, we'll show you the lineup Lou Pinella's got. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, don't let the numbers from last year fool you. Giovanni Soto is a guy that can swing the bat. He struggled last year offensively, but I tell you what, you watch him throughout his career, he's a guy that knows how to put the ball in play. He's not going to burn you with speed. Believe me, one of the slower runners in baseball. But for a catcher, you make a mistake, he can make you pay. Let's see if he can make some pitchers pay in this one today.
And Alfonso Soriano up. Last game a loss for the Cubs. Now in game 2 of this 3-game set, they can even up the series with a win against Chicago.
Well, this team is trying to keep an even keel right now.
Danks gets set and delivers. And he's on. That's a nice way to jumpstart your offense. And a moment to check out the defensive alignment for the White Sox. Highlight, Steve, for these fielders.
Well, they're confident with Alex Rios out there. Just a solid all-around defender with a strong throwing arm. He's a quality defensive player.
And we've got Bird batting.
Soriano has that kind of athletic ability that he can steal. They got to keep an eye on him.
Danks gets set and delivers. Lines this one to the left side, out of play. Here's the pitch. Hit up the middle, and that'll hold the runner at first. You know something? That was such a great play. That's worth one more look.
How about the camera work right there on that one? Terrific job, guys, on the camera, and what a play.
And Derek Lee digs in, 1 out.
Looking to build offensively off his last game where he had a couple of RBIs and trying to carry that into this one as well.
That's at the knees for a called strike.
And you can throw the ball down to the zone with that kind of movement. It can be very effective.
Swung on, grounded towards the hole. And that'll retire Lee. Here's what the White Sox schedule looks like. They'll wrap up this series with the Cubs tomorrow. They'll kick off a road series with the Kansas City Royals, a team they didn't have too much trouble with in their previous series. That'll be a 3-game series. Then they'll have to contend with Michael Young and the rest of that lineup for Texas, a team they beat in the previous series between the two. And quite a bit of time away from home for them over these next several games. And that's a base hit. Ramirez on board with a single. And he scores. Well, he felt he could make it easily. He did. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
We'll see Giovanni Soto with a man on at second. Steve, they needed to take the lead, and they've come through just as we thought they might. See how this plays out.
Oh! And Gary, you can never underestimate the importance of an early lead. It can allow the pitcher to go right at the hitters and pitch with confidence.
Lost the grip on that cutter, and it's a 2-0 count. And it doesn't hurt to get that starter to throw a few pitches either.
Well, he's going to need to settle down a little bit here so he can stick around later in the game.
He's ready. Danks with the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. That's caught. Side is retired. Early pressure being put on. A run over in the first. Chicago is out on top, 1-0. And a Randy Wells gets ready to throw. Chicago's got him starting in this one. As he gets into this White Sox lineup, Steve, a little strategy.
As a manager, when you send a young pitcher like Randy Wells out there, you have to keep a close eye on him. You want to continue to build his confidence and if he's in trouble, make a decision about possibly getting him out of the game so it doesn't hurt him too much for the future.
Here's the 0-1 pitch by Wells. Strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. Veteran Damon, though, he'll cut it down and try to just poke it out there.
Had a real strong offensive game last time out. 3 big base hits.
He's there, but he lets it fall. And he's on. Costly error to allow him to reach base.
Number 10.
And a runner on for Alexei Ramirez. He's in the top echelon of hits right now. Takes a swing at that fastball. Can't connect. 0-1. A line drive toward short. And Terrio gloves that one. And he'll have to hold at first. Line up for the White Sox. Let's take a look. It is courtesy of Pepsi. Scouting Big John, who are we looking at today?
Well, one of the more powerful swings you will ever see. I mean, Jim Thome's a big man, 6'3", over 250 pounds. So if you're a pitcher and you're facing Jim Thome, you make a mistake, there's a pretty good chance, and don't be surprised or shocked that he hits it out of the park.
Wells with the pitch. Hot shot towards the hole. Let's take a quick look as the Cubs on the field will line up like this.
Number 20.
Infield, outfield factors in this one, Steve.
Derek Lee not only makes the routine plays, he makes the difficult plays. He has great range and great arm length as well to be able to scoop the ball in the dirt or catch the high throws.
So Carlos Quentin comes up here with 2 runners on. He's number 1 in runs scored in the league. Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. The pitch. Strike 2. Now with no balls, 2 strikes. Quentin needs to protect that strike zone.
I've got to try to make some contact in this ball game today because he swung and missed a little bit too much, striking out twice in his last game.
Well, he finished that one off with a strikeout. Nice pitch.
2 outs now. Those runners are still standing on base. Let's see if he can find his way out of this with the lead intact.
And Beckham's in the box. Only a couple tries, going 1 for 2 lifetime against Randy Wells. Line shot into center field. And that'll do it as Fukudomi puts that one away. So they pick up no runs, 1 hit, and strand a couple. Cubs still on top. Looking ahead, 6, 7, 8. They're due up. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Jeff Baker leading it off. Danks gets set and delivers. That fastball gets by him on the first pitch, 0-1.
Well, that fastball right there, he just blew it by him.
Here it comes. Line towards first. That should be a base hit. That'll bring Ryan Terrio to the plate. Make sure to catch this one next Tuesday. It'll be Kevin Youkilis and the Boston Red Sox. They take on the Tampa Bay Rays. It'll be a 7 p.m. start time. No one out and a runner on first. He delivers. Terrio lays off it. It's a strike. A .235 career average off the White Sox. No balls, 1 strike. Here's Danks. And he's up with it. Gets 1 at second. And they turn the double play. Nice play, especially on the relay to first. 4-6-3.
That's textbook right there. Tailor-made double play. Hit it where they are and turn it.
And Hoffbauer batting.
You saw their last game. You saw what a big part of their offense he was, contributing with 3 base hits.
Swung on, line softly to the right side. That's caught. Side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. And it'll be the White Sox. It's a nice day here, a little bit on the chilly side, but certainly not enough to detract from the game. And Alex Cerrillos to lead off. And right now, top 5 in runs batted in the league. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1.
Such a consistent, productive, professional hitter. You know, one of their best bats in the lineup, Gary.
Hit sharply towards the hole. And he'll step on the bag. That'll be the first out.
Catcher, number 12.
It's going to be Przinsky right there in the top 5 in home runs. Strike one. Wells gets him to swing 0-1. The pitch. And that's a strike. A.J. Przinsky now behind in the count. Defensive stance at the plate.
Hoping to try to continue some momentum off of his last game when he picked up 3 base hits. See if he can't keep it going.
For the Chicago
Got him
White Sox,
there. That was a nice strikeout.
Number
No
25,
break on that whatsoever. And 81 miles per hour,
Mark
getting into a pretty good hitting speed right there. It's batting practice. His pitches complement one another. They work off of each other. And he used a tremendous sequence right there. 1, 2, 3, strikeout, see you later.
And here's Martin. And one of the top 10 averages right now. Swings on that first pitch, misses the fastball, 0-1. And that's a strike. Martin's going to have to take very close approach on the next one.
Well, I tell you what, for a two-seam fastball, he had some good movement and good pop on that one. Batter swung late.
Well, that half inning came to a close. A strikeout ended it. And they go quietly offensively in this half inning. Nothing across. White Sox still looking for a run. Kosuke Fukudome to lead it off.
Center fielder, number 1, Kosuke Fukudome.
That one's drilled to short. And it's caught by Ramirez.
Now let's take a moment to see how the Cubs are doing rank-wise in the National League. Second in ERA, third in home runs. And they also show up in the top 5 in triples, which really proves that this is a team that can hit the ball in the gap and they can run. They hustle, they have aggressiveness, and you love the way the third base coach waves them around, bringing them into third base.
Swung on, line softly towards center. And he gets it down. He's 2 for 2 now. And that brings up Marlon Byrd.
Well, he waited for that one to get deep in the zone, and he put a good swing on it. Now with 1 out, let's see if they try to move him along.
Here's the first pitch. Doesn't make contact on that Danks pitch.
Boy, that good late movement down, that cut fastball, unbelievable action on that pitch.
Ground ball to short. And he's got it. So Byrd is set down.
Let's take a chance now to take a look at where the White Sox sit today in the rankings in the American League. First in doubles, first in batting average, and they're also the #1 team hitting with runners in scoring position. That batting average driving in runners. This lineup knows how to hit in the clutch. They're patient, they let the ball come to them, and then they deliver.
He waited on that first pitch and took it. It's 1-0. Here's Danks with a 1-0 pitch. Gets that call at the knees, evens the count at 1 apiece.
He just plain old fooled him right there. He must have been looking for something else. Hit his spot perfectly with that changeup.
And that's a base hit. Gets down in front of him. And the throw. And Soriano comes in to score. Boy, the Cubs are riding it along right now. They're making it happen.
Aramis Ramirez.
Well, you see the pitch down to the zone a little bit, but he got a good piece of wood on it and drives it.
What you like about that at bat is the discipline to keep your head in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he changed locations, went down to the zone. It's a solid piece of hitting.
Danks gets set and delivers. And it's a called strike to Ramirez. Hit in the air. And it's going to be Quinton. And he's there to retire the side. So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. 2-run ball game, Cubs lead. Here's a quick glimpse of Lou Piniella looking on.
Designated hitter.
Things have been going right for him. His ball club today, last half inning, they proved productive. Now they're looking to expand that lead. It's strike one. Can't make contact on the fastball. Wells with the pitch. There's a swing. A ball hit high, deep, straight away left field. Gone. Goodbye home run. They trim a bit off that deficit. A solo shot. Only one down.
Gary, they need to continue to score, but already the White Sox have some momentum and they've drawn close.
Johnny Damon.
First pitch on the way to Damon. Hit hard on the ground to short, and that puts that potential tying run on base. Let's have a look at the Central Division race, brought to you by State Farm with the All-Star break just around the corner now. First place, the White Sox. Twins in the second spot. Third, the Royals. Tigers in fourth place. And down at the bottom, the Cleveland Indians.
In the tough AL Central, we all thought the White Sox would finish down on the pack, but instead, they're sitting on top and making us all look silly.
So that brings Alexei hit up the middle. Gets down. The go-ahead runs on base. Tremendous situation now for the White Sox.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. You got to pitch over.
Swings, ball is clobbered high, deep to left center field. Say goodbye, a three-run homer. A huge three-run homer puts them up by 2. The 3-run blast. That will do something to the graph. Let's take a look at our Pepsi WPA chart.
Well, another home run right there. That's 2 now. So really, this lineup looking like they're getting very comfortable. Well, that's what you want. Run support for your pitching and attack the opposition. That's what the White Sox are doing right here.
Bases are empty with no one out. First pitch to Quinton. Strike one. Wells gets him to swing 0-1. This is a really momentum feel home run. You get it at this. That ball is belted deep left center. That ball is way back there. Gone. A home run. Putting a little padding on the lead. Solo shot up by 3.
Well, back-to-back shots right there, and certainly the offense coming to life, Gary.
Well, this pitcher's got to figure this out or he's going to be gone in a hurry.
Well, they got to get somebody warm. White Sox lead expanding here, Gary. They just keep getting big hits.
There's a ball hit well deep into center field. Way back there, still going. Gone. A home run. Add one more to that lead. Fly ball out of here, 4 up.
Now, Gary, this offense has just been in control right here. Extending the lead going to make it much more difficult to catch him later.
And he starts Rios out. Strike one. Wells gets him to swing 0-1. And Steve, you give up that big fly ball. Now trailing further in this one. Pitching's got that ball is swung on and hit a long way deep into right center field. Goodbye home run. Add one more to that lead. Solo, big fly ball up by 5.
At the plate for the Chicago White Sox.
Empty bases, 3 outs to go here.
A.J. Pierzynski.
First pitch, here it comes. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike one.
Well, if you're going to be late on the fastball, you're going to have trouble hitting up here, and he's struggling right now.
And that's a strike. A.J. Pierzynski now behind in the count. Defensive stance at the plate. Swing and a miss. Gets away. He's heading for first. No, and he got him. What a throw. He gets the play at first base.
Hey, Gary, as soon as the pitcher lets go of the ball, he knows what can happen in this situation. Is hoping his catcher can stop it and get the out in time. Great heads-up play.
There's a big two right there. Caridad will come in and pitch as they make the pitching swap. And Mark Tien up. And he's in the top 10 in the league in runs. And that's a strike. Mark Tien's going to have to take very close approach on the next one.
Well, one thing they know they can count on in this lineup is his bat. He has been so consistently good.
Oh, boy, this is getting a little ridiculous here. Looks like batting practice. So, Jim Tomey coming up. We got a moment to check out the State Farm leaderboard for teams that have tacked up the most extra base hits this month. Number 1, the White Sox. The Yankees second. The Twins third. Fourth, the Angels. And it's the Red Sox number 5. Tomey gets in. Here's the first delivery. Swings and misses at the fastball. 0-1.
Well, looking for a bounce-back performance today. Some disappointment after last game, striking out twice.
Now a swing and a shot toward second. And it gets through. Great swing today. Now 2 hits. Situations repeating themselves here. A chance to produce, and they are.
That ball was well struck. Good piece of hitting. The infield playing back. Had a little more ability to cover some ground, but he was able to get it by him.
And it's Johnny Damon at the plate. One of the best batting average up the middle. Oh, my. That almost got him. I don't know how he got out of the way. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
Well, he's having some kind of offensive season, Gary, really in the middle of everything this team's doing offensively. What more do you need to see? Now you have to question his confidence. Giving up 3 straight hits. Not much going right out there at this point.
And Soto spotting the pitch. A swing and a miss. Ramirez, strike 1. Career numbers, 318 batting average against the Cubs. And it's 0-2. Alexei Ramirez going to have to protect now.
Got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now. Driving in runs, hit a big shot last game out there, and got to have some confidence coming into today.
A swing and a miss. Alexei Ramirez is retired.
A good pitch right at the knees there. He swung right over the top of it and just couldn't put it in play.
Bases are loaded with 2 down. Here's the delivery. First pitch way out of the zone, ball 1.
Well, they threw that pitch right there down and in, just off the plate. Let's see if they come back with another fastball down and away.
The 1-0 now. That misses up and away, ball 2. Here's the 2-0. Had the green light, but he couldn't catch up to it. 2-1.
Now, if you got a chance to see the last game, you saw a pretty special offensive performance. He hit 2 home runs in that game, a big part of the club's offense.
He makes contact, line drive. And Caderco's got himself a single. It rolls all the way to the wall. And they bring him home. And they manage to knock in 2 runs. And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double.
Carlos Quinton.
Well, a big 2-out hit right there. That's his 3rd hit of the game so far. This man's doing what he has to do to help his team win.
Here's Carlos Quinton with 2 outs and 2 on. This is a potent offense on the field right now, really dominating.
Well, these bats are on absolute fire today, Gary. I mean, everything they hit, they're driving to the wall, driving in runs. They're on fire today.
That first pitch was fouled off. It's 0-1. A swing and a miss, strike 3, but a chance at first. He gets the throw down to first base, and they'll get the out.
That's a great play there by the catcher. When the pitcher throws one in the dirt like that, he's really hoping the catcher will block.
Trading half inning right there. He's finally out of it, but boy, costly on his own. The White got the momentum. The 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up. Danks gets set and delivers. And that's by him. 0-1.
Well, that fastball right there, he just blew it by him.
1-1.
And Soto watches that one go by. The count evened up.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1. 2-1 on the way. That's hit foul by Soto. Soto fouls off another.
Well, you talk about a battle. This guy's really working up at the plate right here. Fouled off a great pitch right there on that 2-2 pitch to stay alive.
And that swung on and hit. Rios. One away now. Let's have a look at the Central Division race brought to you by State Farm. The All-Star break just around the corner now. The Reds first place. Second place the Cubs. Brewers in third place. Cardinals in the fourth spot. Astros in fifth place. And wrapping up the list, it's the Pirates. It's Baker at the plate. He's gone 2 for 7 lifetime off the White Sox. It's fouled away. Swing and a bouncer up the middle. Fielded by Ramirez. And Baker set down. And it's Ryan Terrio in the box now. We'll get another shot after hitting into that double play last time up. First pitch is a cutter. Looked at 0-1.
Well, if he can throw this cutter down and away like this, he's going to be very effective. That's an outstanding pitch.
Smash towards the hole. Drops right between them. Going to be a base hit. The throw. And that'll bring up Micah Hoffbauer.
Well, with 2 outs and no one on base, chances of scoring a run seem pretty scarce, but they get that 2-out hit. Now they have some life.
First pitch on the way. Breaking ball swung on and missed. 0-1. In his career, he's 0 for 5. The White Sox. Hit hard to second. Throw in time forces him at second for the third out. John Danks comes off the mound, and it'll be the White Sox. And Beckham's in the box. Hit a home run in his last at bat.
Number 15, Jordan Beckham.
First pitch on the way. There's contact. He drove it well. And Fukudomi's there. And he grabs it in his tracks. Now State Farm with a look at the lineups who have honed in on pitchers over the last 10 games. The White Sox number 1. The Twins in second. The Orioles third. The A's fourth. And it's the Yankees number 5.
Some of the better offensive teams right here.
Hard grounded to short. And Terrio picks that up. So Rios is set down. It's going to be Przinsky, and one of the league's most prolific hitters in the top 5. Base is empty and 2 down. Now the first pitch. And he gets this one by him 0-1.
Gary, he can really swing the bat. Just a quality approach at the plate day in and day out. That consistency is critical to their success.
That one bounced in the dirt. He swung. It's a strike. Swing and a rocket toward short. And it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases. There's the throw. Przinsky towards third base. That tag, and he is out at third. So no runs on one. Kosuke Fukudomi to lead it off.
Center fielder, number 1, Kosuke Fukudomi.
Here's the first pitch to Fukudomi. Hut shot towards the hole. One away.
Up to the plate for the Chicago Cubs. Left fielder, number 12.
And here's Alfonso Soriano. He's got the most home runs in the division. Danks gets set and delivers. And Konerko getting to it. And they'll record the out at first base. Good timing on that play.
But he might not have been able to get him out of the plate, but a short run over to the first, he still retires his man.
Here's the first pitch. Missed, ball 1. Here's Danks with a 1-0 pitch. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1.
And you can throw the ball down to the zone with that kind of movement. It can be very effective.
Good spot for the changeup that time. 1-2. And Marlon Byrd watches that one go by. That'll even it up. Cut fastball, swung on and missed. Side retired. So John Danks gets him 3 up, 3 down. He's in line for a win and a good lead to work with. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We'll get a look at that leadoff hitter due up here in the inning. And here's Mark Teahen leading it off. Great season, top 10 in RBI.
Number 25, Mark Teahen.
First one to Teahen. Here's the pitch. Swing, liner, back up the middle. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. The Cubs' schedule looks like this. 1 game left for the White Sox. That's tomorrow. They'll kick off a series with the Pittsburgh Pirates, a little division rivalry there. That's a team they handled all right the last time up. They'll try for a repeat performance. That'll be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then they'll have to contend with Jay Bruce as they play host to the Reds. Great series there. Lots of home games. That's always a good thing. And as Jim told me in the box now, his lifetime average 288 against the Cubs. Tomei gets in. Here's the first delivery. Swing and a miss on that curveball. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
With just a little bit out in front of that fastball on that swing.
Lined up the middle. And Terrio gloves that one. And they just tried to hold him there at first.
For the Chicago White Sox.
And it's Johnny Damon now.
Number 18.
He's got one of the best averages in the American League. Now Soto sets the target. It's strike 1. Can't make contact on the fastball. Here's the delivery. There's a swinging liner headed towards the left field corner. Off the wall and left. There's the throw. And he ends up at second. That's a double.
Well, anytime you're a hitter and you can get 3 hits in a game, you're going to see that average start creeping up to where you want it to be. And he's on now with 1 out.
Here's the first pitch. Well hit towards the middle. That's 2 gone. And that first run scores.
With less than 2 outs, this is what you want to do. Think about the middle of the field. Make contact, force him to make a play, and pick up an RBI.
Two outs, 190 feet from scoring at third. And he starts Konerko out. Takes a swing at that fastball. Can't connect. 0-1.
Well, that pitch right there, he just blew it right by the hitter. Swung late.
The pitch. Swung on and missed. Behind now. 0-2. Swing and a ball hit high in the air. Straight away left field. Goodbye. A 2-run homer. 2-run homer just adds to a terrific hitting game they've had.
Well, they were thinking they could try to run one by him 0-2, but it wasn't so easy, and they paid for it.
You talk about wasting a pitch. It's probably a situation where maybe you do that.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't go right at them all the time.
For the Chicago
They have not figured out a way how to shut down this White Sox offense today. They look so good.
Quinton.
Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. And a big offensive day, Steve. Like you said, they've just got the bats rolling today.
Tough. Going to be very tough for them to come back right now. The power numbers being there. I mean, 3 innings left, but an awful lot of offense.
There's a swing and a well-hit ball deep into right center field. Goodbye, home run. They add to the lead. Man, what a big day these guys are having. And it'll be Joe Beimel doing the pitching. They've just, as he gets into this White Sox lineup, Steve, a little strategy.
Well, bringing in the situational left-hander Joe Beimel right here, that big sweeping breaking ball, trying to neutralize the left-handed bats to get him out, but he does have some difficulty at times against right-handers.
Strike two. Gordon Beckham now will have to keep an eye out on the strike zone.
Well, going to try to make some contact in this ball game today because he swung and missed a little bit too much, striking out twice in his last game.
Well, he was able to ring up that K, and he needed it, and it got him out of the inning. But not before. It's Derek Lee to lead off. Had an RBI single his last time to the plate.
Derek Lee.
Danks gets set and delivers. Too low on that one for a ball. 1-0.
Well, this guy's changeup is so good that a lot of hitters almost forget about his fastball, but it's that speed differential that makes it so effective.
1-2. The master of changing speed, Steve, as you were talking about, makes that changeup that much better.
And what makes him so good is the ability to throw that changeup for a strike and have the courage to do it.
And Lee fights off yet another during this at-bat.
Well, still a pitcher's count right here, and this is when you step in the batter's box. You didn't want to get in this situation, but now you know it's a battle. You're going to have to really work to try to get on base. Foul that pitch off will help.
Rung him up. Strike three. Count that one as K. And the Ramos Ramirez up. Nothing in two ABs against Danks. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And that's a base hit. Ramirez on board with a single. And that's going to bring Giovanni Soto up. Time for the State Farm leaderboard. We look at the staffs that have been issuing the fewest base on balls for the month. The White Sox, number 1. Second, the Rangers. Third, the Rays. Red Sox, 4th. Number 5, the Royals rounded out.
When you take a look at these teams, these are the teams that believe that their defense can make plays behind them. They're not worried about getting the strikeout and trying to do it by themselves. They trust their teammates.
Now here's a grounder towards the hole. The Cubs in a nice position to capitalize.
Oh, this is great patience at the plate. He lets the ball get deep in on the plate, comes in toward his hands, keeps his hands inside the ball, and drives it the other way.
You make yourself a whole different ball player if you can take the ball the other way as he just did. There's a strike from Danks, now 0-1.
Well, the hitter lays off this one and takes the strike, realizing not a pitch he wants in this situation.
And here's the pitch. He can't connect on that one. Jeff Baker comes up empty. He's gone on a swinging strike.
Now we're going to get another look here at that cut fastball here on K-Cam.
He's not going to gain the manager's favor missing pitches like that one. Looked like he could have made contact.
Yeah, but it just shows you how great a pitch that was. Even good hitters get fooled.
And it's Ryan Theriot. Lifetime, a .222 average against John Danks. And Theriot makes good contact here. Gets another one down. That'll score a run. Boy, the Cubs are riding it along right now. They're making it happen.
A perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside. Go the other way. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0. Ready with a 1-0. Cut fastball, and it's by him. 1-1. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. Throws to second. That'll be a force out and the third out. They pick up one on 3 hits, strand a man. The Cubs hoping they can somehow dig their way back into this thing. And Alex Cerrillos to lead off. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far.
You know, they're losing a little bit in the defensive department with this change. The It may be geared more toward offense. It's just odd to make this move right now.
Here's the delivery. Beimel delivers the strike, now 0-2.
Oh, he just swung late on that one. That's what you call getting gassed up.
Able to set him down there, chalk that one up as a strikeout for him.
I just don't think you can make it any easier than that.
3 pitches, up, down, see you later. He's already back at the bench. It's going to be Brzezinski. And for RBIs, he's one of the best in the league. Hit sharply towards the hole. And it's in time from his knees to get the out. Only way he's going to make this play once he stopped it was to make that throw the way he did.
And even after the diving stop, I didn't know if they were going to have enough time to get him at first, but he didn't get to his feet. Throwing from his knees was the key.
Has him out in front as he swings and misses, strike 1. Now Soto sets up. Can't catch up with it, 0-2.
The hitter's got to be in defense mode right here, just looking to make contact. Got to shorten up the swing.
Baker throws on to first, side is retired. And they're held in check here in this happening. Up next, it'll be the Cubs. Here's a look at Ozzie. Ozzie Guillen. He has to be pleased with his team's performance so far today. Danks gets him to swing and miss for a strike.
Look, Gary, with this big a lead here in the 7th inning, it's incumbent upon the pitcher to throw strikes.
Towards the middle, fielded by Ramirez. So Fukudomi is set down.
Left fielder,
And Alfonso Soriano up. 2 for 3 thus far. Here's the pitch to Soriano. Fouled away. No balls, 1 strike. Here's Danks. Good patience. Soriano lets that one go by for a ball. Count is even.
Look, Gary, 1 out here in the 7th inning. I mean, you have to like the way this is going. They're looking good. The pitcher's throwing strikes. The defense making plays. They've got a big lead. Everything feels good.
Hut shot towards the hole. And it gets through. That's his 3rd hit of the game. 4 times up. So Xavier Nady comes up.
Well, a guy that just continues to swing the bat well in this ball game. 3 hits right now so far. It comes with 1 out in the inning. Can it start a rally?
And he watches a cut fastball to start the at-bat for strike 1.
When you can hit your spot with that kind of movement, down and into the hitter, you're way ahead of the game.
On the way. Swings and hits this one. Going to be fielded by Rios. And in there, at least for a single as it gets down. And now we're going to watch Derek Lee.
Gary, that's how you hit the changeup. You have to be patient. You have to stay back and let the ball come to you. Doesn't try to do too much with it and picks himself up on base hit.
And Danks outside the zone for a ball.
They tried to go backdoor with the curveball right there, but just couldn't catch the outside corner.
Let's the 1-0 pitch go by. 1-1.
I think the hitter was looking for something out over the plate that he...
There's a swing, line drive, center field. And in there, 2nd hit for him in the ball game in his 4th plate appearance. And Soriano comes in to score. Boy, this lineup, they are hot right now. The chances, they are productive.
Aramis Ramirez.
2 men on, 1 out. Runners at 1st and 3rd, 1 away. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. It's picked up. That's 1. And there's the 2nd out, a double play. They pick up a run on 3 base hits and find a way to leave the bases empty. The Cubs will try to hold and continue to chip away. And Jim Thome to lead it off. Drove in a run earlier in the game.
Number 27.
Thome gets in. Here's the first delivery. Swing and a shot to 3rd. And that gets in there. Thome a base hit. And that'll bring Johnny Damon to the plate.
Well, all you ask from your players is to give them some consistency, and Johnny Damon throughout his career has done that. He's a guy that can hit for average. He can hit the ball of the ballpark if you make a mistake. The thing about it is, he's a winning player. It seems like any team he ever plays on, they end up winning championships. That's what you need from a veteran like him.
He doubled his last time, fouled off that first pitch, and won the count. Swing and a drive, deep left center. All the way to the wall. The throw. Tomei's going to try to score. He's in there. Wow, tremendous hustle all the way from first.
Well, they just can't figure out a way to get this guy out. That's now 4 hits for him in this game.
No one out and a runner on second. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Circle change, cut out and missed. 0-1. Here it comes. And it's 0-2. Alexei Ramirez going to have to protect now.
Well, if you're going to get a good fastball, you better pull the trigger a little sooner. You can't be late on that heater.
It's off the wall on a hop. He throws. And Damon crosses the plate.
You see it coming up in the zone over the heart of the plate. Good piece of hitting, drives that ball.
Boy, if there's a pitch wants back, there's one right there.
That's good pitch recognition, good two-strike approach.
And he starts Konerko out. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1. Beimel delivers the strike, now 0-2.
I don't think he's going to waste any time right now. He's just going to go right at him with that 0-2 pitch.
Slider, that's taken. Strike 3, one away.
Here's the slider coming right at you in K-Cam. Get a better look at that.
What a great job of working the hitter down and in to ring him up.
Looks like he was actually trying to get him to swing over it, but he gets the call and the out. And out on the mound, we'll see John Graybo. He's coming on in relief for the Cubs. Johnny gets going here against these White Sox bats. What are you expecting?
Well, some guys need to figure out what their role is exactly going to be, and that's the situation that John Graybo finds himself in. Is he going to be a setup man? Can he be a closer? He has the stuff to be. 94-mile-an-hour fastball and a sharp, hard, late-breaking slider, and he has one of the best changeups in the game. If he has that arsenal, he should have better numbers than what he does. He has to figure out a way to be more consistent. If he does, with that stuff, he could be very good.
Fly ball, deep left, but it'll end up in the seats foul. The pitch. That one misses. It gets away from the catcher. So they can't make the play.
Well, listen, it's all about advancing base runners in the game. You got to make plays defensively, but that error cost him, and he came out of his hand wrong, and the ball sailed on him.
Swing and a line drive. That's down. The run's coming in. Steve, looked like that was a strike. Ball was up high, but I think in the zone.
Well, up and away, but on an 0-2 count, you're thinking, I need to make contact. Exceptional job of eye-hand coordination.
And he starts Rios out. And he offers at the circle change and misses. 0-1.
Well, he just couldn't wait for that changeup to get in the strike zone. You can't try to chase it. You have to let it come to you.
Hit up the middle. They pick up 4 hits in the inning and 3 runs cross the plate. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. On screen now, look at Libinot. This bench needs some inspiration. He'll try to give it to him. Danks gets set and delivers. And Ramirez fields the ball. And that sets down Soto.
Second baseman, number
It's Baker at the plate. Trying again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far.
What would this deficit look like right now, Gary, if it weren't for these 2 tremendous plays he made this one?
And we'll get to see Matt Thornton pitching. The White Sox turning to a reliever here.
Pretty good performance today by the starter. All in all, pretty solid outing. Now it's up to the pen.
Sliders in there for a called strike.
Look, Gary, with one out right here, they still have time in this inning to try to generate some runs. They need to score here in this 8th inning and not leave it all to the 9th.
Strike that time, and it's 0-2.
Well, the hitter lays off this pitch, realizing you can't do much. When you get that kind of four-seam fastball down and away, it's tough to hit.
A line drive toward short. Fielded by Ramirez. And Baker set down.
Shortstop, 2.
Terrio at the plate. 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch on the way. Hit hard on the ground towards third. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down this half inning. Now time for the White Sox. For those of you just coming on board, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk, bringing you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports.
You know, Gary, I think you're losing a little something here. I don't think this guy's nearly as solid defensively as the one he's replacing, so interesting move.
So Brzezinski retired.
Third baseman, number 25.
And here's Martin. Grounded out his last time up. Here's the pitch. Circle change, cut out and missed, 0-1.
Well, you're running out of time in this one. You need to give your offense some chance to try to come back in this game. They've got a lot of room to make up. If they're standing out in the field, it's not going to help.
Tell it goodbye. They add to the lead. Man, what a big day these guys are having. And Jim Tomey.
The Chicago White Sox. Designated hitter.
1 out, nobody on.
27, Jim Tomey.
Tomey gets in. Here's the first delivery. Swings a little late that time. Strike 1. And Steve, this is the point in the ball game where you are really putting it to the opposition. The long ball can do that to you late.
Well, there's no question. I mean, you give up those home runs, and it just deflates your own team. So, offense ruling the day.
And that'll bring Johnny Damon to the plate.
Well, he just continues to swing a hot bat in this one. Is that 4 hits for him now? Yes, it is.
Here's the pitch. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike 1. For his career, he's 1 for 1 off John Graybolt. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2.
Well, a great pitch and a great strike right there to get that pitch down and away. Look, if you can throw it out there consistently, you keep doing it, you're going to have a lot of success.
1. Back to first. Not in time. 1 and 2 won't get it. The teams who have been reaching home the most over the past 10, courtesy of State Farm. The White Sox, number 1. Second, the Yankees. Third spot, the Red Sox. The Twins, 4th. Number 5, the Royals rounded out. Here's the first pitch. Can't connect. It's 0-1.
Well, that pitch right there, he just blew it right by the hitter. Swung late.
And it's 0-2. Alexei Ramirez going to have to protect now. The slider swung on and missed. Struck him out. Side gone. So they pick up a run on the home run and add to their lead. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. There's a familiar face, Ozzie Guillen looking up. He has to be very pleased right now riding this one up. Here's the pitch. Takes a call. Strike 1.
Well, a non-save situation right here in the 9th inning, and they just want to get outs right now. Try to get the first out of the inning. Take away hope as the other team needs to score a bunch of runs. You get an out, you can really deflate them.
Down on strikes there. Nice piece of pitching work.
Well, great confidence right there in his stuff. Could have wasted a pitch right there, but he figured, why worry?
That's a great job of finishing off the batter in a hurry. Never got a chance to see much. That looks like a single. The throw. And he gets in there easily. And that will bring up Alfonso Soriano.
You want your hitters to go with the pitch. Don't try to force things. The ball's away. he drives it away.
Use the whole part of that plate and the whole part of that bat, and he did.
Kids, you want to learn how to hit? That's how you do it.
Hit up the middle. That'll put Soriano on first. This a great situation for some offense.
Right fielder.
We talk about a guy who's just wearing out the opposition. That's a 4-hit day for him. He is locked in.
And Xavier Nady up. He's at an even 200 lifetime against the White Sox. Jenks with a delivery. Catcher can't control it. And they'll just have to sit on this one, so everybody's safe. One delivery. A fastball taken for a strike. 1-2. 1-2 pitch coming. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. 3 strikes on Nady. See ya.
That's a pretty fast pitch right there. It's hard to get that much break on it.
Here is Derek Lee with a chance to do some damage. Had a couple of hits, 4 trips to the plate. Now Lee gets set.
Strike one.
Swing, hot shot.
White Sox win this in a lopsided victory and dominating performance, Gary.
And about time to award our Pepsi Clutch performer, Paul Konerko. Konerko just made all the difference.
Well, anytime you have 3 legs of...
Steve, it seemed like they knew from the get-go they had it. This was going to be their day, and they were right.
You and I like the close games just because there's a little more intrigue for all 9 innings, but the hometown fans, they like the offensive explosion and the big win.
And until next time, this is Gary Thorne, along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We'll catch you at the yard.